Okay, I need a D8 for Krimlir.
3.
3. Okay, so I now roll this. Okay, Krimlir is in danger, and Krimlir readily identifies that something dangerous is potentially happening. Krimlir notices the danger when it is 30 feet away.
Baby shark.
Potentially.
Potentially.
All right, so we need. I need Krimlir's initiative roll for the first round. Genzorg, you're not involved in this initially until basically Krimlir gets a go, and Krimlir was able to make the perception check, so there was no surprise round.
Give me a second. I don't know if Krimlir is even on the initiative sheet.
No, I went there. I'm like, oh.
Okay, Krimlir's dex is +5.
Okay. These creatures have funny builds, so 20 is the initiative for the something else.
That's how you spell Krimlir. Krimlir. +5. One.
Okay, there's a squawk from Krimlir. At which point a 5,000-pound beast crests from the surface of the sea.
The fuck?
And attempts to take a chunk out of Krimlir.
Oh, it's a fucking shark. What's she doing in the water? Get out of the water, dummy!
That's where the fishes are.
Oh, sorry. Put the wrong map tool open.
Okay, the shark jumps up and it actually, as it bites at Krimlir, it's launching itself a full 10 feet in the air and flopping over into the sea. A great and impressive beast. The flat-footed bite attack. It did charge, so 9 plus 2 for a charge. AC 18.
Krimlir's flat-footed AC with her new armor is 21.
Okay, Krimlir has been bit by this shark. There's a bit of a struggle going on between them. The shark is still on the surface of the water. The armor saves Krimlir from... How many hit points does Krimlir have?
At this level, 55.
Yeah. Okay, from being potentially bloodied in one attack.
What the fuck? Get out of the water, you dumb nugget. Krimlir's go.
Yep, Krimlir's go. You're currently threatened. You don't have a swim speed, and I don't know if you could... Well, fly checks to hover to do 5-foot flies.
Be DC 20 to hover?
I think hovering's DC 15, but let's just double check. I always forget these. I basically... you get to the point where you can make them, and then you don't look at the skill ever again. Mm-hmm. Hovering is DC 15.
Okay, she'll try to hover to get away. She doesn't need to be in the fish's face. 17.
Okay, you can do a 5-foot step.
Okay, is it still threatening?
Yep.
She'll do another 5-foot step.
Okay.
It's still threatening.
The fly check. It's another move action.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, it is no longer threatening as long as you're going up and not over.
She'll flap here, and then she will fly back to Gedzorig in a sheepish manner. Her fly speed is 80. She flies to the safety of the boat. What are you doing?
Okay, Ganzorig, you seem pretty aware. Basically, the next round starts. The people on the island will go in the next round. We can just throw people into the initiative list.
Sure.
And we're gonna go shark. Actually, I'll put him on the bottom. The shark has a +6. Oh, don't do that. It has a +6 and rolled a 14.
Crimlier rolled a 1.
Okay, Crimlier's like, I want to go last.
Hey, look at that. Mulgrimir also rolled a 1.
Mulgrimir goes at 0.
As is tradition.
He's officially negative. He's at -0.01.
It's like the third time this has happened. Oh, Mark with his stupid charisma build instead of death.
His stupid Oracle build, yeah.
The shark goes first, actually.
All right. The shark submerges?
Okay. Can we see it?
No. You currently have 30 feet of visibility in the water, and you don't see it. I'm just gonna move it off to the side, and you hear a doo-doo.
All right. We don't want this fucking thing patrolling around here as we're trying to get into some boat. Trying to move our shit into a boat. That was pretty big. That was like a huge creature or a large creature?
That was a huge creature. It could have definitely put a horse in its mouth and then down the
So
gullet.
it could put the raft in its mouth.
Yeah, it could take the raft. The raft fits in its mouth. It would have to fight with the launch, but the whole raft can go in.
Oh, that's a big fucking fish. It just tried to eat Grimlier. Ganzorik.
I like swimming and all, but
Ganzorig is going to swift action a judgment.
Okay.
I think to hit. He's going to standard action a gravity bow.
Okay.
And then move towards
All right.
stay on the
I was just checking to see how far out you're going. Okay. Banta. Banta is going to. He's going to finish drinking his drink for a key point, and is going to come forward.
How do we get it out of the water?
Lucky Kazun. He starts tapping the water right in front of him.
I don't think I'm going to water. No, I don't think that. But that's what I think to do.
I don't think I'm on that. No.
That'd be a big fish right there, bro. There's just chattering from underneath the.
There's a tarp over the back end of the boat. There's just chattering coming. Jinshi.
Jin will come over to see what's going on. Will pull out his spear.
Okay.
And let me see. Move. Ready to attack the thing if he sees it.
Okay. Sunwoo.
Sunwoo has no idea what's going on.
Sunwoo doesn't even know what's going on.
He's trading spells with Lee. Or formula.
Grimsby. Well, ain't that a shit? Grimsby will. Bird got all of its bits. Seems got its feathers.
Our different armor worked.
Yeah. Grimsby is going to bang his drum.
Okay.
and then he's starting to go, like, he's the first half of getting into the rope trick. I go, I'll go get the monkey. Yeah. So he's gonna come over here.
Okay.
Don't worry, I got it. I'll tell him. Says Short Stone. It's no, don't you to take the weight off your weary ankles. Karen, Karen is gonna go grab the cooking barrel, just pull the cooking pot in. Unless we want the.
I don't know if we have a pot. I think it's more of a.
I think it's just a barrel of.
Yeah, a charred pit made into the.
It doesn't even move.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna. Well, technically mutagens are free because of how the system works. So we will drink a mutagen because it's not like there's materials that get used. We're gonna replace it with seaweed to make a new mutagen. So we'll drink our mutagen. Gitano explains how. Pretty sure I'm not home.
Yeah, he's hiding in his little hidey hole.
Gitano's not here. The lucky Katsuni says go get rid of this big fish. Lee Hida doesn't know anything is happening. The Promises crew gets away from the fucking edge. We're gonna, they're grabbing spears and pikes or whatever they have for weapons, and they're currently just trying not to get in a place where they could be bit.
And then Shortstone comes up into the...
Shortstone goes up into the trick. So there's a big fish out there. It tried to eat Crimlia.
It's a big... What? What's Crimlia doing in the water?
Oh, yeah, that's not safe in the water. Thought we already established that.
Well, Crimlia might not speak Imperial as good as the rest of us.
Who's saying anything about Imperial? I don't speak Imperial.
It's a saying. Whatever. Flotsam.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, that's the only language she understands. It goes back to fucking... That's a big fish.
All right.
I can do some sushi.
Shortstone was about sticking his head out the other, not interested.
Yeah. Lee's a big guy. He likes eating fish.
Black
Got
Dog.
me sushi.
That's actually kind of funny. Yeah. It's a big ocean. It's a big fish, right?
There's a big fish in the big ocean.
I got things to do.
I got things to do. Black Dog.
Black Dog saw the big fish. He doesn't like it. Where is the map? There we go. That's the GM one. I want this. Black Dog.
You're currently in the middle of the space. Basically, a bunch of men standing there going, "Okay, is everybody accounted for? All right, what do we do?" You do see. I don't know if it's to Black Dog's chagrin or not, but Pierre is like leading the men. Like he's telling them to grab pikes and.
Black Dog's gonna go.
The fireworks going off, Leah.
Is there 30 feet to water somewhere? Like, can he be in the water here?
You believe basically the seaweed is going to act as cover, but when you're off of the ring, it can attack you, and you can attack it through the seaweed.
So Black Dog goes running and jumping in his armor because we were ready to move into the water, not trying to be stealthy, trying to make as much noise as possible with that move.
Okay.
He's going to spend a ninja key point to turn invisible.
Okay.
because we're now 5th level, and he's got ninja skills, Kenku skills.
I'm a ninja. He's a ninja. That guy punched me in the nose. That guy's skills. What a jerk.
All right, and then we have a readied power attack against anything that. Yeah, is he swimming right now, or is he just basically standing in the water?
Well, so you could be climbing,
Okay,
balancing, or swimming. You're doing one of the three.
I think we want to balance.
Okay.
So he's making noise and kind of jiggling the thing that he's standing on.
I need a acrobatics check. If you are sufficiently high in your acrobatics check, you keep your dex bonus to AC.
22.
Okay, you keep your dex bonus to AC.
And he's got a readied attack with the sword to attack the big angry fish when it appears.
Okay.
Invisibly.
Invisible. All right.
Which will also be a Naijutsu strike. It'll be flat-footed.
All right. Next on the initiative, this Krimlir.
Krimlir is going to go flying up and around to try to look where the thing is.
Okay, Krimlir doesn't currently see it.
Okay, so 80 would be one. Who's there? So 80 brings her to here. She will do a lazy circle. And then come back to Gensori.
Okay. Now, then 4 blanks go, and then Mulgrimir goes.
Yeah.
The sorting algorithm breaks. Because 0.1 is less than 0.
Yeah, I'll have to do it.
It's easy. We could do it. Yeah. We could. It's a very easy fix. We haven't normally had Dex 8 characters. Usually seem like such a bad idea.
Yeah, we're learning why. Mulgrimir. Okay. Mulgrimir. I don't know how fucking Mulgrimir works. He draws a sword.
He draws a sword. He tells himself he's the goodest boy that ever was, or he casts a spell.
He drinks his mutagen.
He drinks his mutagen. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Top of the round. The shark. Now, this shark has extremely keen senses, including blah, blah, and blind blah. So, it's totally happy with you being a big, tasty old treat over there. Over now. All right, and its speed is... Okay, so... Black Dog.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a perception check. The DC is 10.
Uh-oh. We can fail this. We don't.
Okay, so a massive jawed beast is swimming from below you and from the other side.
Yeah, the fucking Iojitsu strike is happening once it's within reach.
Okay, so it has blind sense, so it knows where you are, but it doesn't have blind fighting or blind sight.
Good.
It's also too stupid to wait for you to attack it for your invisibility break, or even if that, I don't know if that breaks your invisibility or not.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's. Let me just double check Vanish.
I think it's a normal invisibility.
Functions like invisibility up to 5 rounds. So.
Yep.
I'm not too sure if the ninja trick lasts that long, but it'll just go the second I attack.
Yeah. Okay. So the fish, the in-one shark is not able to grok any of this. It just knows that there's tasty treats here. Okay, so it's swimming up from beneath you. It is going to try to biteth you.
This is before I can reach it.
It's 10-foot reach. AC 28.
You hit Black Dog.
Okay, 50-50.
You miss. No, sorry, you hit.
Okay, Black Dog is getting bit by the shark. Where's your hit dice? So, oh god, there's 28 damage and blood in the water. You have bleed. The bleed will tick on your turn.
Just regular bleed.
It's just regular. It's regular bleed.
Okay, we'll take a dink on our armor.
Yep.
To reduce this by 13.
Okay, the shark does close in close enough for you to attack it. It is still below the water. It's trying to basically bleed you out.
Okay,
it seems enthralled with this. It seems very happy with what it has accomplished.
We're going to Ayajitsu focus because it's flat-footed.
Yeah, it is indeed flat-footed.
So the Ayajitsu focus check. If I hit, I will do an extra 3d6.
Okay.
Now, he's raging. He does not have his mutagen up. He did take Furious Focus as his feat this level. And it can't see me, right? So
it does not see you, no.
AC 24.
The shark has an AC of less than that.
Okay.
You are using a slashing weapon underwater because it's below you.
So half is what you're saying?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so it's 4d6 damage plus 18.
So more
plus 3d6 from the Ayajitsu strike and 1d6 from power from
sneak attack. Yep.
47 damage to the shark.
It doesn't like you. All right. It's still alive. It's going to block some of that.
47 divided by 2 would be 23.
23, and then it's going to block becoming... it blocks with its scales or its hide.
So I'm ruining it. Got jagged scars.
Big jagged scars. So that 23 becomes a 12. And one dent. One dent. Okay. Yeah, the shark did not like that. A sweep like that could nearly fell its head off if you were above the water.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that was the Black Dog. Although that also burned up its reaction, so it couldn't take an AOO on you. All right, next, it would be Genzorig.
Oh, we can see it right now.
Yes, it is currently 10 feet below the surface. It is like trying to grab Black Dog by the legs and drag him underneath.
What's the penalty for shooting
into water?
In the water, yeah.
I believe it's -2 per 5 feet, but let me check.
So it's -4?
It's either -4 or -8.
Okay.
It's the... or it would be +4 for cover, and then it would be the penalty per distance. Slashing, illusion, piercing movement. Flailing. Range attack. Okay, so it's -2 for every 5 feet through the water. So it's -4. It's 4. It gets 4 for cover, and then it's a -4 on the attack roll.
Okay, I'll let you take the cover part.
Yep.
All right, so Genzorig is assuming that this thing is an animal. He is going to swift action Bane animal.
Genzorig is correct. It is a big old fishy fish.
He took deadly aim for his feat this level, and we've got our judgment for attack up. All right. It's still not great. The 2 hit for a while from Ganzorg is gonna. Is that all adding up properly? Yeah, it says minuses that are all.
Archers front load a bunch of penalties for bonus damage. That
I don't think I'm going to do Deadly Aim because -2 on top of the -4 is rough.
Yep.
So he moved. I'm going to Rapid Shot.
Okay.
AC 12 and AC 12.
Nope.
And then I'll secondary attack. Whoa. AC 14. Bunch of glowing arrows into the deep.
All
Thrashing
right.
around too much. Don't you start.
Banta. Well, Banta's getting into full-on fuck you fish mode. Banta's move speed, I think, is now 40.
I'm not sure. Yeah, it's 40. He's got
40. All right. So Banta is cannonball. He needs to do 2 moves. He's basically jumping over. Actually, he'll hop. They're still above. It's fine. Can he do this with a swift? No. He ends up using 2 actions to basically hop into the water. And then let me just check to see. Does Banta have like the stabby fists?
Yeah, he's got the
I'm in your eye feet.
Hamatsulatsu. It's not a style. He just decides whether it's bludgeoning or piercing. So he can do piercing in the water.
Stick it in the eye. He's going to flurry.
His flurry power attack is +10/+10.
Okay. So we're going to flurry power attack +10/+10 +1 from above. So +11/+11. Plus Bard Song, so +12/+12.
Is there a Bard song going?
Yeah, Grimsby played the drums.
Oh, I thought it was just to attract the.
No. He
15 didn't hit it then?
No.
Okay.
AC 24 hits. AC 26 hits. This is not divide by 2.
Can one of those have been a Stunning Fist, given that he's got feats for Stunning Fist?
Sure, I got no problems with that. We can default to every attack as his Stunning Fist with the first attack, unless we.
Yeah, that sounds good. D8 +13 per strike.
So D8 +14.
Yep.
So 19 damage on the first one, 20 damage on the second one.
And then the DC of his Stunning Fist is 18.
So 39. Oh, this thing is fucked up. 18 on the fourth save?
18 on the save.
All right. Okay. It is not stunned, but he does have it. He does. Banta currently is holding triumphantly out of the water 1 shark eyeball. All right, now Banta just sort of jumped like a madman. Let's just see which skill he's using to see. He's using acrobatics. Banta is in the water. He does have his dex bonus. Like, he's not flat-footed.
Awesome.
All right. Banta getting in there. Jinshi.
Jin has his spear in hand. Jin also sees Black Dog's got a bit of damage. Looking at spells. All right, Jin, I think, is just going to move forward. You can attack the thing from here. He's going to power attack, which is his 5th level feat.
Okay. It has cover, but that's it.
Okay. Masterwork Longspear goes jutting into the water towards the big ass shark. Nat 20. AC 15 to confirm.
Does not confirm.
Because of all the tangled mess.
Yep.
All right. But D2d6 plus 10 plus 3 for power attack plus 1 for Bard Song. 24 damage.
Okay. The shark is unconscious.
Nice.
It stops flipping around. It is still alive.
Chorus of roars from the crew.
There's a bunch of blood is pouring up. A black dog is just coated in blood. Sun Wu is busy doing Sun Wu things.
There are fish in the sea. He's like, so stupid.
Grimsby is going to move 5 foot step and cast a curing spell on Black Dog.
Kid Black Dog flinches, but
because Black Dog is very like, we need to heal Black Dog, he's going to kill me. So he's going to just a cure light on Black Dog.
Getting rid of the bleed and...
Yeah, the D6 bleed is a problem. So that wound heals up, and it would be 15 or 13 healing.
13? Yeah, he's got 2 damage. That's fine.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. Okay, I think we're basically out of combat at this point.
Yeah, without going into the water too much, we're going to fish the shark onto our seaweed land and
on sea land
and take it as our prize.
Okay. Gitano, as he's fishing up onto the land, Gitano stabs it with a little dagger and declares himself the slayer of the shark.
I think there's some laughing.
Gitano doesn't like screw up and cut himself. Ha! There you go, did it. Okay, you've got 5,000 pounds of shark, which translates into at least 2,000 pounds of good meat.
Yeah, we'll set to starting to butcher the shark properly, and then we're going to take a bunch of the shark teeth, which I think probably have value, and maybe even the shark skin. So we're basically...
Shark skin definitely has value. Shark teeth have value.
We have a project.
Sharks do have like fat. So not the same quality. Like you didn't shark for blubber as much as you could, but like you could render oil from the shark, as well as a bunch of food, and then their digestive tracts aren't the greatest, so there's a chance that you might find something inside.
Okay. Genzorg's probably not the one that knows this. Maybe Banta tells him cut open the belly. Oh, why we're gonna do that?
You know, when the children have the party, and you whack the thing and stuff falls out, you either go and get a bunch of little fish, or some guy or ring, or
No.
all sorts of things get eaten.
Fuck.
Just
Go drink some more, okay? I'll check its stomach.
He's out there doing like a knife hand, just from you.
Black Dog, you want to cut like really deep here? All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Neat
little trick you got there. Way of the Kenku. Oh, okay. The little bird people, I guess. Yeah.
Was getting your ass bit the way the Kenku do. It's Karen. He smiles. He smiles, gives you a wave.
No.
Karen gives you a thumbs up. Like he's
muttering to himself, to you over here. He said something that made Genzorg laugh. Oh, he sure got you there, Karen.
He's just smiling happily, waving. Okay, give me a D10.
Oh, some window blocking. 9.
Okay. There is some precious materials within. So there is. The shark apparently ate something that ate clams or ate clams itself. Within the clams, you do find some pearls.
Oh wow.
You find 2 pearls worth 100 gold pieces each.
Nice. Or as we call them in third ed, identification pearls.
Identification pearls.
Which I don't think is a thing anymore.
It's just like artificially producing economies through magical bats. Really important. Why? Fireball.
Guano. Well, that was good. We got to see a few of our new powers here. Key pool from Black Dog, turn invisibility, turn
That's
invisible.
cool.
Bane from
Bane from Ganzorig and some feats.
Yep.
We got some power attack. We got some deadly aim.
Yeah.
It gave Grimsby an opportunity to prove how he would help Black Dog, even though Black Dog threatened his life.
Yeah, Black Dog just doesn't. He'll just ignore.
He doesn't care. He just doesn't care. Look, I'm not a traitor. It's like, that's not how this works. You show you're a traitor once, and then I kill you. It's not that you show you're not a traitor.
Mulgrimir orders the men to keep out of the water. Don't dangle any fingers or toes in the water if you want to keep them. Kind of barking orders. Black Dog nods to that, not knowing that information, but we'll store it away now. Yeah, sharks are bad. Of course, Black Dog grew up on an island. They probably went swimming. They probably just didn't chum the water before going.
They didn't sit on a like open sea, big chummy platform full of life.
Yeah, exactly. And Ganzorig leads the effort to basically turn this thing into everything usable. Surviving at sea ain't that hard.
Hey, food!
It just comes to you.
Give me a wisdom check from Ganzorig. Just as a...
He was probably making a joke, but a wisdom.
No.
Yeah. 13.
The exposure would definitely be a problem, but you've got rope tricks for people to cycle out of the sun, and you've got some stuff to keep out of the sun.
Yep.
And then fresh water would be a problem, but your god gives you all the water you could drink.
Yeah, Jin is a great water. He has it. Even Sun Wu has it. So there's at least 3 of us.
There's
Mulgrimir, I think, has a level of Oracle.
Grimsby has got create water. Karen has create water. There's lots of water. It's just the you've got food is easy. Everything else is hard, but you've got stuff for everything else. If a storm came, you'd be fucked.
Oh yeah. Sun Wu, after I don't know how long we have after trading some formulas. I've already subtracted all the money and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I got a weird idea. Oh no, I gotta talk to Mulgrimir.
Okay. Hey, there's a pretty big fish down there.
Comes back up, snacking on fresh shark.
Short Stone is just chilling in the rope trick at this point.
Yeah. Sun Wu's gonna go talk to Mulgrimir. Mulgrimir?
Yes.
Where's Mulgrimir? There's currents out here, right?
Yes.
So are we drifting?
I believe so.
Have you been keeping track of how we've drifted?
In a very general sense, we don't have a map.
Oh yeah, we went down with the ship. Way down. Way down. Oh, that is a big fish.
Technically, it's a shark. Their
Are
bones.
we drifting? Oh yeah. Are we drifting closer to the shackles or further away?
I think we're going closer, but we should be going northwest-ish in sort of that he's making a spiraling motion. Kind of, he's either we're on this one, and he's got one going up and or we're going on the other one, and has kind of this clockwise motion. The sea goes clockwise.
Okay. I think I understand. So are we getting closer or further away? We've been dazed, so we should be able to tell, right? I just don't want us to lose track, because if this guy doesn't find us, then we gotta make a really perilous journey. And if there are big-ass fish in that ocean, which there are, that are interested in us, that's gonna be a pretty bad few days.
Agreed.
Okay. Thanks, Captain. Good work.
Pleasure.
Not quite getting that.
Maybe the cartographer could do his fucking job. you're getting half of that because you're going up
Still
the road
learning.
trip.
I got other stuff to do. How many days does the shark meat add to our crew days of food?
If you're able to maintain its freshness, which I think you have the spells to do, you have 2,000 pounds of usable meat. Calories in fish per pound. You would need 3 pounds per person per day, at least.
And we have
2,000 pounds.
10, 11, 12, 13 for double portion for gin. We've got...
You got 666 man days of meat.
17, 21, 24 dudes. How many man days?
27-ish days if you can keep it all fresh.
Oh, we've got a ludicrous amount of food. Okay.
Yes. Yes. You've got the normally you've got the we feed the village for a couple of days kind of feast.
Which I don't think we take. So currently it's weird. It's like we went down to 4, 26, 4, 6, and we kept doing 6 because we are eating seaweed, endless. And then we jump to 33, and then if the boat picks us up, we'll be like, hey, we've got food. If they don't pick us up, that number is going to go drastically down again because we just can't carry it all.
Yep.
All right. So
the yo-yo of the sea is bountiful.
Yeah.
There's a reason why people worship Astitia, because typically Astitia only fucks with your day. She's also bountiful and provides.
Yeah. It's actually a he.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I'm just used to the sea being a she.
Think Poseidon. All right. Yeah, we go back to after we're carving this thing up. I don't know how much. Is it another day goes by or?
Okay, it is that evening. Who is on watch aside from Grimsby? Because Grimsby spends a lot of time watching and snacking at night.
Random at this point. Genzorg's probably not on watch because he spent the day carving up a shark.
Yep. I've got Grimsby out, so I don't need Karen.
Sun Wu and Lee spent the day trading spells and then Lee cooking. So Lee's probably not taking a watch, given that he had stuff to do.
Is it
Jin can take a late night watch.
Okay.
Either Black Dog or Banta.
Okay. That works. I think Mulgrimir is taking a rest as he was like commanding troops all day.
Give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're at. Oh, familiars count as master.
Short stone. Get out of the road, Trek. He lounged in there all day anyway. He can go sleep out in the seaweed.
All right, we got 4 people: Black Dog, Jin, and Gaetano, Grimsby, and then some portion of the crew.
Okay.
Which has begun to organize themselves along the lines of their former of their former ships. The Potsmen are on watch.
Potsmen are on watch. Okay, sounds good. And randomly, we actually happened with 4 of each. There's no like dominant force.
Nope.
And that shit was completely random.
With which vote? Well, yeah, even the voting would be interesting. Have we ever had to vote our captain or whatever?
Yep. Voting. It's like there's a few positions on the boats that were normally voted for at the quartermaster. The guy you trust not to steal your shit. Okay. If I could get a perception check from Black Dog, your dent is removed. Crane would have fixed that.
Okay, cool.
Uh,
You had a high enough cash level for +1 armor.
yes, it's higher than caster level 3.
Yep. And then, all right, perception. Let me just do we'll do take 10s, given that we're not particularly on edge.
Okay.
So take 10s. Jin's got a 23. Grimsby's got a 17. Black Dog's got a 14. And Gitano has a 21. Highest are 23 and 21.
Okay. 23 and a 21.
And we are not wandering into the dark, fucking mushy place where giant sharks can kill us.
Okay. Jin Shi, there is a voice that you hear first. There's there's this dripping, sloppy sound that's constantly heard as the seaweed sort of twists and moves in the slow, repetitive wave that is at open sea. Hail.
I hear a voice, but do not see. Who speaketh from the darkness to the serpent of light?
Sale Vost, the blue, keeper of the sea.
He says out loud, you should wake, like he's speaking to Black Dog or Grimsby. Someone should wake Mulgrimir.
Get the captain. Grimsby will go off to... Grimsby is going to go off to go wake the captain, and the short says, I'll do it. who basically sleeps by the entrance to the rope trick.
Yep. Jin is going to talk to it. Greetings, Captain of the Grey Nose. Sale Bost the Blue. I am Jinshi is basically doing the... I'm going to talk slowly and properly and buy
some time. Permission to come aboard your float.
Permission granted, assuming that you do so in friendship and not in hostility.
Hey, a man walking across the surface of the sea.
Oh boy. Is he a sea elf? Whoa.
He is walking across the surface like it was second nature.
Yep. Jin slithers forward and does a deep bow. I am Jinshi Sunscale, of the Isle of the Scaled Mystics in the Iron Kingdom.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Welcome to our Mermaid's Mirage.
He's got a slightly mischievous grin about the whole... He finds something humorous about the whole situation. Like he's...
Jin is like looking at him, and he's now like getting a good look at the sea elf. I don't know how many sea elves Jin has seen.
0 would be the number. So give me a...
I did put the name of a sea elf kingdom on the map when I created the map, so I don't know if you want to just click there for a moment, and we can...
Let's click there real quick.
Okay, because I anticipated there being a need for
Yep.
this, right? Save campaign. Sorry, your campaign.
Campaign.
Open campaign. Yes. We want Ruak Durak. So we're drifting around on the seaweed, not on the. It's not even the wormwood anymore. This was the.
Well, that's like I was like, for me, it defaulted to the Wormwood map. It's like, yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that.
All right. So we're. Oops. I'm also defaulted there. We're somewhere south of the Shackles, and then I've got the Nazoyan Syndicate.
Okay, works for me. Zoyan Syndicate. Put up here in my notes.
Give me a second. I created an NPC a while back. I want to make sure that I've got the right one. I think it's in his backstory because he's an underwater guy. This is Fekbre.
Le Sandbox, or is it in Le Characters Le Wanting? I think it's in the Sandbox. Gostros?
Could be. Yeah, Homeland, Nazoyan Sea, Nazoyan Syndicate. Yeah, it makes it sound kind of. It could be a kingdom. It could just be an alliance of clans. Yeah, this was the Elf Sea people. Could be allied with other races. I imagine there's a Suhaguin present somewhere on the planet too. These are the shark people. But yeah, they're basically over this way.
Perfect.
Yeah. So not quite in the shackles, but they probably are all over the Varakian expanse.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, let's switch back to the map. Whether or not this dude is from that exact area, I just wanted to point out that there were.
That's super helpful. Thought was put into that.
Yep. Let's go back to the map. Which I mean would be absolutely fucking terrifying to fucking boat people. Yeah, there are whole kingdoms of these sea people that live beneath the ocean.
Yep.
So yeah, Jin is being very polite to the obviously web-fingered, blue-skinned elf guy.
I understand that you were working with the Green, dealing with the dead man's lament.
He bows. A most unfortunate curse took our ship called the Promise and pulled it into the darkness below us. We are the survivors of said ship. Our acting captain is being awoken now. His name is Mulgrimir.
Mulgrimir. That was mentioned in the message.
Darkness engulfed the souls of those who succumbed to such an artifact. We were forced to slay them as well as the great beast. He makes a motion towards.
There is nothing. There's nothing that could be done to save those who have succumbed. There is dark and chaotic forces surrounding such magics.
I beg to differ.
No need to beg.
Yes, you are correct. There is no need to beg. A human phrase that I have picked up. Just not thinking.
What is your contrary opinion?
May I introduce you to Grimsby? We just gotta...
Howdy-ho!
The necromantic energies of the artifact did take hold of Grimsby. However, upon the death of the sea serpent, Grimsby has been acting with free will. An anomaly, perhaps. Grimsby, as my understanding of his growing up, was born in a place of death, and has always walked with one of his dwarven feet in the darkness.
That's right, 1 second. There's a... My dog is whimpering underneath the... It's okay, it's just fireworks. People are happy we're in Canada. Kapoosh, kapoosh. It's okay, Leia. Don't worry, I'll keep the bad men who make the explosions away. You're not a guard dog.
Is she whining, or
she's under there, and she's like giving me like all the thwacks of like, no, comfort me. Whatever you're doing is incorrect. I've got like a head just appearing in my lap upside down doing the... Anyways. The Grimsby, he is a dwarf by nature, it appears. Dwarves are typically associated with earth. Those made of clay normally end up reacting poorly with the dead man's lament, or the old magics in general.
Kaijin seems to be confused by the made of clay.
It is far more... The creation was written as something intended for those who have made one with the sea.
He nods as if he understands that the thing in the fucking artifact was clearly a sea creature.
It was like, yeah. It is the lost ways of one's ancestors can sometimes taint one's view of the future.
The artifact is a thing of darkness, and the entity within very dangerous. What is your interest in it?
Restore the ways of magic. To find that which has been lost.
And you think the entity inside can be dealt with? My experience suggests that it is very dangerous and is pursuing its own horizons at the cost of those around it.
The entity is selfish. But it is a thing that is... Or it is a being that is old. Before laws. It doesn't flaunt the laws out of disrespect. It simply does not understand. One does not blame a bear or a mackerel for not obeying the rules. A bear is a bear. A mackerel is a mackerel. They know what they know.
And what are you?
I am Solevost, the blue, defender of the seas.
Of which species, if you do not mind my asking?
I am, for the most part, I am elvish, of a aquatic elf would be the nomenclature normally used. Although my lineage is somewhat more complex than that.
Do you believe that your people have stopped changing?
Yes. In terms of, although the question itself is strange.
It was the complaint of the creature inside the artifact. Jin doesn't know we're supposed to be keeping secret that he fucking was talking to me.
Yeah. You have had direct contact with the entity?
Yes, I've seen it on several occasions and spoken to it several times.
So how does Jinsher react to Grimsby nailing him in the ribs with an elbow?
What is it? He turns down. Your food is over there.
At this point, Mulgrimir is... Where is our ship? Where is the savior?
Mulgrimir, may I introduce you to Captain Sailor Vost of the Aquatic Elves? Sailor Vost, this is our acting captain of the surviving crew of the Promise.
Okay, Sailor Vost. Permission to come aboard your float, sir.
Yeah, Jin is already given permission. And...
Okay, he got the captain actually. Sure. Okay, he steps on.
By this point, Black Dog's wandered over. He whispers to the crew that's see if you can find that ship. Where is it? Like, he's commanding these guys to have a look. Gutano, too. He's basically like...
It's light spells and...
Shortstone, go quietly wake up the others.
Get the fuck out! Up there, the message is...
Yep.
We've been saved!
Okay, Black Dog's gonna, wander around, bring his foot down a little loudly near Pierre's head.
He stands up to get splashed by the water.
Yeah, well, Black Dog basically puts a gauntleted finger up to his mouth, and then he kind of like over his shoulder, people are here, kind of thing. Get up.
He understands that it's not ribbing time; it's actual. There's something serious.
Yeah.
Okay. Pierre gets up. You see him palm it, you see him fiddling with a powder horn, just in case. So I have been contracted to bring you to the shackles. Is this the total of your number? He does give a quizzical look to where you came out of the boat. Do you have more hiding in the boat?
Jin nods. There are some tucked away in a safe cretch of magic. We are 24 in total.
24. And you're the only one of such magnificent physique.
No, there are other prime specimens of their kind.
He's asking if you're the only big one there, Ginger.
Yes, he nods.
Your Lacedon will need to be... We will need protections against the Lacedon during our travel, Captain Mulgrimir.
I'm guessing Mulgrimir understands that means aquatic ghoul.
I'm going to give him a roll because I don't know if you've ever successfully identified these things.
Yeah, new level. He's got a plus 11 knowledge religion.
Okay, yeah. He rolled a 10. He can. We certainly can take appropriate precautions. We have barrels.
We might be 25 with Krimlir and 26 with the fucking monkey or whatever. But
yeah, it's close enough. I was told that you would be needing a ship and that you had business upon Bone Rack Isle. Where are you heading?
Mulgrimir wants to get back on the seas. He's actually turned around and like is addressing everyone as they're. We're gonna need money to buy a ship, or money to buy weapons to take a ship.
Give me a sense motive, just generally, or a D20 roll to represent a sense motive for the group.
Okay. 20.
Saleh Vost is not concerned about you talking about taking a ship or weapons or things like that. He doesn't. He's not
We were
worried
told
about
that there are some dangers on Bone Rack Island, but there's also opportunities there. Opportunities for money, which then we can use to fill our pockets, fill our bellies, and find ourselves a ship.
Just a little bit of like a little bit of murmuring from the back of the group.
We should take a vote here and now. I put forward my name as your captain for such an endeavor, and captain once we find ourselves a proper ship. Do any others wish to stand here and claim captaincy over this endeavor?
Give me a charisma check or diplomacy check for Mulgrimir.
Okay. Diplomacy?
Yep. I mean, he could be intimidating. Fuck you, I'm the captain now.
Black Dog is crossing his arms like he's behind Mulgrimir.
Okay, so Black Dog is aiding.
I will aid with the intimidate. Plus 7. 10? Yeah.
He aids.
Jin had been bobbing his head, as in this fits in the weird hierarchy of like,
Yep.
we still serve that weird admiral dude, or that I forget his name, Captain.
Dread Pirate Harrigan.
Thank you. I do have that written down somewhere. No, not there. No, not there. Where did I write this down? Okay. Anyways, okay, yeah, the Dread Pirate. And then, I don't know if Jin has diplomacy. Wait a second. Nope. Feels like he should.
He does a lot of like, I am weird creature. I'm weird enigmatic creature. Let's have a chat.
He's gonna need a circlet. In 10 charisma 10, we're gonna need a circlet for that. No, he's just there. Banta is the one that called him captain.
Banta's always called him captain. He's the captain. That is what you tell you. He's the captain.
Okay, Banta's going to make a knowledge sailor's check to see what are typically the rules about this weird, this weird voting. Banta goes, yeah, there's only 2 of them. They get to fight to see who's captain.
Well, that's kind of the
he's not putting his name forward. He's just drinking.
Yep. All right.
Black Dog looks over his shoulder to Pierre. Now's your chance.
What That might be what this check is all about. Grimsby is going to
Sunwoo's
agree.
excited because there's a bunch of like conflict. I don't know. He's up on the boat, kind of clapping a little bit.
The undead toady of Mulgrimir doesn't sway the crowd one way or the other. He's the undead toady of Mulgrimir.
Oh, this is Grimsby. Yeah.
Yep.
All
Okay.
right. So a +2 from Black Dog.
Karen just wants a fight to happen in good nature. Like, Karen just wants a good-natured fight. Yeah, we should have a fight.
Cord would be proud.
Gordon would be proud.
All right. So here is Mulgrimir's. I think he's going to use one of his fucking luck things. Let me see if that affects his skill. Archaeologist less swift action. Yeah, it applies to skill checks. So I feel like he would.
Okay.
Use it here.
If you don't get 25, Karen's going to fight you.
He's got 22.
Okay. 20. You beat 20. The crew.
And then his Chum Chum. Give me a second.
Okay.
Chum Chum.
DC 20 is for nobody in the crew to fight you. DC 25 is for Karen not to fight you.
Chum Chum aids and gives him a +3. So it's 24.
Plus 4.
+4. 26.
Okay.
Because the monkey.
Karen was starting to be was stepping forward.
Yeah, Genzorg like tapped him on the shoulder, like, no.
Karen walks forward and raises the captain. He raises up Mulgrimir's hand like he won a boxing match.
Okay, how is the rest of the crew reacting? There are 3 factions, basically. There
are three factions.
The Pot crew?
The Potts crew, which has been with you for quite some time. There's nobody else that they have allegiance to that could possibly stand.
Okay.
Your Mulgrimir's original crew. They're Mulgrimir's original crew.
Okay. And then the Rummies.
Pierre's.
Yeah.
That DC 20 was against Pierre's crew. So Pierre is not rocking the boat at this point in time, as in they're not voting against and nobody is standing. Okay. We will serve the new captain. There's a little.
All hail the captain.
Do we hail the captain? Good job, Captain. Karen's got Mulgrimir's hand up. He actually gives it a high five with the other hand.
Black Dog seems a little bit perturbed at the lack of fucking respect and discipline being shown. He actually like does a short bow to Mulgrimir. Jin follows suit. So does Lee.
Pierre does like a, and they do a curt, formal, militaristic bow.
Okay.
The tattoo pirates are doing an exaggerated, sarcastic bow. And the Potts crew are doing the minimum, but not like being.
Banter's like, yeah, Captain. He goes up to the captain and sprays him with a rope.
Oh, you won the fucking.
She just pushes him away a little bit. I believe we're in agreement. We will be going to Bone Rack Isle.
Brave. Do you wish to leave now, or do you wish to make sunrise here?
If your ship can get close, we could leave now. If not, then we'll leave when there is light. There are many dangerous things in the waters around here. He just points at the shark.
Indeed. He whistles.
I assume you're not in any hurry. We also have plenty of food and shark meat to spare.
Okay.
Sunwoo, don't... What the fuck?
a very large,
Better.
a very large whale crests at the edge of the seaweed.
Is his ship a fucking whale?
Yeah, the captain of a ship made everybody giggle.
What the fuck is that?
This is Grey Nose. He will be taking you to safety.
I didn't know you could be captain of a fish. Well, we're captain of a giant plant. Well, I'm
That is-
captain. I mean, Mulgamy is captain of...
Oh, can I touch it? Says Karen.
Question, are we riding on top of it?
No.
I got a question now. Are we being dragged behind it?
That would be rather slow.
Oh, we got lots of that to eat. We should be dragged behind it, right?
Oh, I got a really bad question. You're gonna make me ask this? Are we riding in it?
He nods.
When you say all aboard, it's actually all inside?
Yes.
Oh, no, we're not getting inside a giant fish. There's all sorts of stories about this turning out bad.
Well, I don't suggest starting fires inside it.
Oh.
How long is it gonna take? Only like a day or two, right?
A day, little less.
Is it smart?
Of course she's smart.
Someone be careful. Get to it. Someone be careful.
Okay, like it actually like comes up to like stare like a giant eyeball the size of Sunwoo is currently coming up parallel to Sunwoo's face.
Okay, someone just kind of taps it on the side, not in its eye, like so. The side, like,
yeah, you poke the being in a non-aggressive way. The 100-foot long, several 100-ton fish, not fish. Well, it's a mammal.
normally when someone goes inside of someone else, they start to get eaten. There's all sorts of alchemical weird reactions that go on inside of someone's stomach.
You won't be in the stomach. You'll be in its mouth.
Oh, and it knows not to swallow.
Yes.
Okay. There's
Okay,
air in there?
There is. You're not compatible food. It opens up its mouth, and there's a bunch of little, like, it doesn't have teeth. It's got a bunch of weird little tendrils on either end. It's really gummy.
Captain, I've never ridden in a whale before.
Curran puts his hand up. I want to ride the whale.
I don't see any other way.
The boats you have should potentially get you there. It will take longer, and it is treacherous to get to the isle.
Can our launch and our raft fit inside its mouth?
Yes?
We want to take them with us.
That makes complete sense. They'd be suitable to get you to the Squibbery.
All right, everyone on their best behavior when inside the whale.
Have any others been touched by the artifact? He's looking at Grimsby.
I don't think so, but I do want to check something. Someone's going to check magic on the fucking raft and on the goddamn launch.
Okay.
These things came from our cursed boat. Did we check for barnacles? because there were chipper barnacles. Oh, I didn't think I saw any, but yeah, sure. We're going to do a quick check to make sure that the curse is not on our fucking launch craft.
One of your boats has a barnacle on it.
A single barnacle?
A single barnacle.
Is it a necro barnacle?
Give me a...
Jin will cast his Detect Undead.
Okay. It is not detecting as undead.
Okay, we scrape that fucking barnacle off.
Fuck you, barnacle.
Son who will use a fucking alchemist bomb with a barnacle just to make sure. And how does the detect magic? We'll cast it several times. It's a cantrip just to make sure that we're not missing anything.
Your raft is not magical. Your launch is not magical. There's a rope trick inside your launch currently. That does keep triggering.
No, it's anchored to the sea thing right now.
Oh, okay.
We haven't done that. We haven't set sail on our launch yet, or
okay, all right. Well, then, yeah, no magic is coming up from.
Okay.
No magic.
No, I think we're good. We're good. We've been out here for days. Nobody's sick aside from Grimsby, if you call this sickness. He doesn't actually smell that bad. He smells kind of briny.
It's not the problem with the smell. It would be upsetting, and we'd rather her not be upset.
We can tie him up, says Black Dog.
If you have a quality leather sack or something similar to put him in.
Okay, we'll...
Corinne is like, we got a barrel.
We could just have him sit in a barrel, like...
Yeah, or you can stick him in a boat and just... He's basically asking, don't have the ghoul touch the whale.
What if we had our companion here sit in a barrel and just remain inside there? It'd be too cruel to chain him up. Or...
I'm certain there are tales about dwarves in a barrel.
Were those barrels tossed by giants?
Yes.
I think I'd like to hear one of those tales.
Knock one down. Spin it around. Dwarvish barrels on the wall.
99 barrels of... I think I've heard versions of this.
Except with beer.
Okay, we'll stick Grimsby in a barrel and carry him like it's a palanquin into the fucking whale. I think we're leaving now. If the whale can park at the side of our seaweed fucking flotilla, we could we can open it up. We put the boats in, the raft in. We pile as much food into the boats in the raft, including seaweed and the shark meat and like everything that we have. We use 1 barrel of rum, so that's what Grimsby gets put into because our food is now in the boat. And then, so he's going to use rum barrel. We've got 2 rum barrels left. And Mulgrimir is going to set one aside. This will be the gift, or like the payment to say Lavosk. It's not a very expensive payment, but...
Yep.
Does he have a crew, or is it just him?
It's just him.
Okay.
It is. You've got the local druid, not not a pirate ship.
Oh, that's awesome. Black Dog's just making everyone fucking behaves. He thinks this is about the weirdest thing ever, but he's more concerned about stupid crewmen poking. Stow your blades, stow your weapons. I don't want to see that firearm loaded. Like he's basically, nothing's gonna go wrong here.
You can see the Saleh Vost.
Yeah.
Agreeing with the ascent, like he's nodding to Black Dog, like Black Dog is an intelligent person.
If it does, after we get shot out from the beast, you're gonna have to deal with me. Black Dog will even take some of the shark skin and wrap it around his blade like a big sheath.
Like a big sheath, yep.
Because he doesn't want anything bad to happen.
Yep. And as a before equipment, this being has a 27 natural armor. Its hide is pretty thick.
We kill it and make armor.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. There's a weird sound from the from Greynose.
I think it's smart.
Greynose does a it's kind of a slow circle, and basically approaches with its mouth open, and it's accurate to within like a half a foot to the edge of the seaweed. It doesn't have big pointy teeth. It has like these very interesting like cartilagey membranes, and it has this big tongue that looks like it pushes things around inside of its mouth. It is actually rather large inside, and you can see from the inside a hole at the top that like a nose type orifice that opens and closes, that is sort of keeping air inside the mouth.
Well, that's the blowhole. Captain?
Grant's putting his hand up.
So, what are you gonna ask?
Can I get shot out of the blowhole?
Dude, it's like its nostril.
If you fit my mouth, I can sneeze you out my nostril.
But how are you gonna get back in?
Will you catch me if you shoot me out the blowhole?
Never mind. You sit down. Captain, do you know whether or not a rope trick will work inside your beautiful blue-nosed whale?
It will if you are far enough to the rear. You need to get closer to the throat region.
We can also cast it underneath the seat and the rope trick inside our boat. Just for those that are getting a little antsy, perhaps we can stick in the rope trick and rotate them out and in.
It is correct with the try not to prick. Try not to prick her, no fires, and try not to be casting too many spells within. Nothing that causes, issues. Light and water and things are completely fine, but don't try cooking your crab with burning hands or that sort of thing.
That's all right. We can eat our food raw. I'm going to purify it before we eat it. So everyone, we're on sashimis and raw seaweeds. And a little bit of rum, just a little bit. Take the edge off. So the captain's okay with that.
I think Mulgrimir is taking a big old swig before getting into the whale.
He finally takes a big old swig. This will be a tale to tell.
Yeah! Gersby's going, I guess I could get in the barrel.
Yeah, we basically are making quick and careful work of moving everything carefully inside the fucking biological submarine.
Yep. All aboard. All aboard. Next stop, Bone Rack Isle.
Ren's being put up into the rope trick. He might lemming out the fucking blowhole.
All right. You load up your crew into the Greynose.
Yep.
The trip is quite quick. The motions of the Greynose are not like that of a typical ship. It is actually a highly agile animal compared to that of the sea. Give me a spellcraft check from Sunwoo.
Sunwoo knows about spells. 5 ranks. 30.
30. So from within Grey Nose, and assuming that at some point you're like, I might as well detect magic while I'm in here for the next 8.5 hours.
Yeah,
The
he
Grey
sneaks a quiet spell.
Grey Nose is under several abjuration effects, as well as a transmutation effect.
Ooh.
And second, a divination effect. You're fairly certain that her speed is enhanced, and you think that it would be very, very difficult to attack her or control her. And then there's she's got.
I'm gonna make a knowledge nature for Sunwoo.
Okay.
What is Grey Nose? 27.
27. So Grey Nose is like an elder, effectively blue whale. A Cetacean. She's right now she's colossal. In reality, she's colossal too, but I don't have a colossal tool for my map tool.
Yep.
You suspect? Actually, give me. Let me. I don't think this. Isn't lingering. You think there's something special about her?
You said a blue whale, right?
It's a blue whale. Yeah.
And it's a her?
It's a her. It's a her, and she's about these things. She would be old for a blue whale, meaning that she is bigger than a typical blue whale. You would know that the blue whales are they eat shrimp and small little tiny fish, shrimp and krill, and they can't digest bone properly. So they don't they're rather they generally just don't go near humans. They're quite safe to be around that way. They as a type of whale, they can actually hold their breath for an extremely long period of time.
Does she have any flaking skin or parts of her tongue that have come off, or
around her filtration system in the front, there's probably a lot of turnover there.
Okay, Sunwoo's going to take a few samples.
Okay. It's typically it would be an animal type. They hold their breath. They're not actually fish. They are mammals. That they are. You can train them in a way that you can't train a fish. Right. This is a smarter being than the shark, and that mechanically you understand.
Does it have a language? Sunwoo, after exploring, goes and is now going to talk fucking Salavos ear off. What is Salavos doing? Is he...
Salavos is he will join you in the whale, and just keep everybody calm. He's just every once in a while puts his hand on her. He whistles to her. She does things. Give me
language?
Give me a linguistics check or a handle animal check.
Oh, it'll probably be linguistics. 30.
They are communicating, and the closest you would say it's like familiar speak, but he's saying it in a way that would work really well underwater. You suspect that this whale is definitely smart enough to communicate, and they're not. When they do talk, they're not talking about. It's not quick. There's deeper conversation, even deeper than you would like. He's more deep with this thing than Mulgrimir would be with, say, Krimlir. Krimlir is really mostly a one-sided conversation. This is far more back and forthy.
Oh, you mean Ganzorg and Krimlir?
Ganzorg and Krimlir, yeah.
Oh, are you a druid?
Yes.
This is your companion? Bonded?
We do indeed have a bond, but our bond is has grown far beyond that which you would normally see.
Ah. And elves are long lived. Does that mean aquatic elves will live a long time?
Nods?
And that's why she's lived a long time?
Part of it. They do. Her species would normally live for easily 80 to 100 years, similar to that of a man. She has lived a longer life than that. It is true. I would be heartbroken to lose her.
So druids are like casters of life. And that artifact is definitely death. Ooh, oogie boogie necromancy. Why are you interested in it? Or are you just doing this for the Green Lady?
The Green Lady is the one who seeks the artifact. I do have an interest in the past. And it isn't a necromantic artifact. He's kind of using in that nature. It is simply cursed.
Could you undo the curse?
Potentially.
You know, while keeping the bad guy inside?
The guy inside predates good and bad. He is not bad. He is.
You're using a metaphor, right? Like he's old as crap?
He's old, yes.
It's good and evil. That sounds really old. Like older than some gods old.
As I understand it, my species started in the sea, then went to the land, and then returned to the sea.
So you get around the seas pretty quickly, huh?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of a city called Langhua?
Knowledge. I've heard of it, yes.
I'd keep you and your nice whale blue nose away from that place. You can call me sort of a refugee from there.
The rumor is that the land itself is cursed, even beyond the curse of the...
Oh, yeah. There was, I think, some sort of accident there.
Can you give me a bluff? Totally wasn't me.
The details are not...
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
13.
13. He nods and is listening to you. He's letting you fill all of the space with words. Fill the entire whale with words.
I suspect that the accident caused some sort of inversion between the planar realm and the shadow realm. And I think there's a giant vortex there now that is allowing the shadow to leak in. So we wouldn't want anything bad to happen to Blue Nose, because shadow, bad, badness. So I'd stay away from there for a while. Like a really long while. Until, the rumors are gone and everything has turned to normal and all the color hasn't been seeped from the city. Yeah. Or so here.
I wonder when in creation color came into existence. He's now not necessarily looking at Sunwoo directly.
My understanding is that colors are an alchemical thing. I can create colors by sticking two things together that aren't necessarily the same color. which suggests that it's fundamental.
What would color be if you did not have eyes?
I don't know.
When you're at the bottom of the sea, things look very different.
Is it dark down there? Really?
It is dark, and everything is in one color.
Is it shadowy down there? That's awful.
Beware of ambushes.
I don't know. This is kind of like philosophy. It's like in a dark room, before you turn on the light, is there color? Well, I would guess yes, because it's always a green thing when you turn on the light, so it's green in the dark, you just can't see it. It's like you blinked, you closed your eyes. It's still a thing.
This is true.
So, when did that happen? Probably at the same time when stuff was created. Because I don't think they create things without color. And even if they did, the fundamental alchemical nature of that thing was still like that because it's the thing. Maybe they just didn't have their eyes open yet.
But when was the thing created?
I don't know. That's older than good and evil, I'm guessing. Use it.
He used your own words back at you?
Yep.
He's like, he's making his finger like a point was made. Like, haha.
Why do we care?
Well, what rules were broken to eliminate color? Were they really rules in the first place?
Where rules where to get rid of color? Oh, you mean in... Oh, that's shadow. Shadow does weird things with light. So light is needed for us to see. So the color's maybe just still there. Maybe the light's all fucked. Use a technical term. Or the shadow has completely changed the fundamental nature of the thing, and there is no more color, which means that anything that doesn't have color will have different properties. Oh, now you got to experiment with everything. Everything's got to be redone. Oh man, that's a lot of work. Does gold without color act like gold? Is color needed to be the thing?
Is gold valuable because it shines?
Well,
Is gold valuable because it does not rust?
both.
What if gold rusted?
No, it wouldn't be useful. As useful. Gold's also very malleable. It's not just one thing. There are plenty of metals that are malleable that aren't as worth as much as gold because they can do other things. Gold's special in the way that it's got those 3 checkboxes. Yeah, sure.
He's nodding.
He's now clearly thinking about the shadow place.
Yeah.
I sure hope that it's just the light, like a veil in front of your eyes, and not fundamentally changing the way that... Well, it's fundamentally changing everything, isn't it? Oh.
It would be unfortunate if the way magic interacted with reality was fundamentally changed in this region.
Yeah, someone should do something about that.
Hmm.
Who's got the power to do that? Like archmages? Sure, there's a few.
It would take whole schools of mages working in conjunction to figure out this puzzle.
Well, there's lots of people that live on this outside of the world. I'm sure they'll figure it out.
If only they'd stop killing each other.
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
Good luck on your adventures, and do try not to die.
Oh, yeah. No, I plan on staying alive. Is that what you two just do? And just travel around and is that a whale?
He is going to give you a gift because you are fun to talk to, and secrets deserve when you give secrets. Tell no one.
He thinks the whale's fascinating. He doesn't know anything about druid magic, although he is a spellcaster and has access to wizard, cleric, and druid spells. So Sun Wu can cast druid spells.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All
Does he have
right.
any? I don't know, like cantrips and maybe produce flame as a druid spell, but yeah, he
All right.
technically casts druid spells.
Okay, so he is going to gift you a ring with a turquoise on the end of it, or on it. It has a fish-like design. One second. It is a ring of counter spells that is also a ring of swimming.
That's awesome.
I will be back in a moment as I'm going to bring the dog up to the bed.
Yep. Ring of counter spells. And a secondary ring of swimming. We're going to call this Sail of Vost. Sail of Vost, turquoise ring. And we're going to have a look at the ring of counter spells. I don't have anything to give it back. Ring of counter spells. Dreamers. Put a single spell first through sixth into it, and it's a immediate action. Requiring no action or no knowledge. That's fucking awesome. Just gonna copy that text. And the ring of swimming. +5 competence bonus to swim. Oh, and we don't even have a rank in swim. This is good. Next level, we should put a rank in swim. Oh, with limited resources, what are we going to do as a gift? I think we're going to copy the color from his whale and make him a vial of ink that is in the exact color of grain arrows. All right, while Adam's taking a break, I'm going to stop the recording. We'll be right back.